ladder dilemmas, and finishing out the interior of the box on this episode of
The Clutch Trucker Channel.
Clutch Trucker, filmed before a live and fuzzy studio audience. That is Rusty, the world-famous meatball dog. Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker Channel. Well, I've had this ladder quest all day that just has not gone well. You know, I didn't really do anything yesterday, spent some time with the family last night and all that. So today being Saturday, the 4th, was trying to get back at it, and was trying to get some ladders or scaffolding or something ready for, you know, doing the whole outer skin of the upper box area. And so I went on a quest. All right, we're assessing the ladder situation. Yeah, I thought this was a 10. It's only an 8-foot ladder. And you can see how high the box is up there. I'm gonna have to be putting that ice and water barrier on, putting the diamond plate on, the outer skin on. So the next couple of days, going to be doing a lot of work up there. So decided I need to get something taller. John Hallgren, thanks for checking into it at Menards. Yes, you can rent 12-foot ladders, I think he said. That's still a possibility. I'm kind of looking at the whole situation. They had one on sale, one of those multi-purpose ones you can use for scaffolding too. Of course, they don't have it at our local store. So right now I'm going back online for Lowe's and Home Depot and seeing what they have. My wife would kind of like one of those multi-position ones. She wants to hang some pictures up along the stairway leading down to her basement, and so she would like one of those ones that you know can put onto a stairway, so it makes sense. Also, those types of ladders, you can take out the two sections and put them on either side and use it for scaffolding. Now it's only going to bring you a few feet up off the ground, but it might help still for when I'm having to do stuff by myself on one side of the box or something. It might just be a little more help. And maybe if I have a long enough beam, I could do it across the fifth wheel area so I have something to stand on that's a little, because my fifth wheel catwalk's only like this wide. It's not very wide at all. It's just over the frame. So even if it only brings me up about the same height or just a little bit higher, I can still make it longer so I can get to more of the box. So that'll be more helpful. So I'm kind of looking at those and trying to figure out what I need. Well, so yeah, I did find online, Lowe's has this, it was a 22-foot, I think it was a Werner, that was, you know, on sale for only $159. And the 24 and 26-inch ones were, you know, over $300. And so this was a great price. And it said it had 10 at my local store. So I headed on over there, and I'm like, great, I'm going to buy two. For the price I'd pay for one that's just a little bit higher, so that way I can make it even higher and do some higher scaffolding. And then if my wife's out there helping me, we've got an extra ladder, and then, you know, and we'll keep them later on. We'll keep one in the house and one out here in the pole barn. So I thought, well, this is a great deal. This is what I need. So go over there, and, you know, on Lowe's, it even tells you where it should be. I looked where it should be, and it wasn't. I looked in all the rest of the ladders, it wasn't there. And yet the website keeps saying they have 10. Tracked down somebody in the store, and he's looking, and he says, well, yeah, they show 10. I'm like, yeah, right, where are they? Well, he looks for a while. He comes back and says, yeah, well, I can't find it. And I follow him all around to a few different places. We even checked the garden center. And well, he says, well, it could be top stock, is what he said. What the hell is top stock? Well, that means all those, you know, huge rafter kind of giant shelves they have, the tops, they put extra stock up there. And he said, yeah, it could be literally anywhere in the store. Really? So I trekked all around Lowe's today. I went up and down every aisle. I covered the entire store twice, looking up as high as I can to see if maybe I can see some of these ladders up there on top somewhere. No, couldn't find them anywhere. There was only one area left that I couldn't. There's a little sign that says employees only. I just strolled on through. And I started going back there, and some guy's running down, chasing me down. Sir, where are you going? Where are you going? I said, I'm looking for a ladder. He's like, oh, well, the ladder department's over. I said, let me just stop you right there, cooter. Yeah, it's not in the ladder section. Here's what I'm looking for, and I showed him online. And I'd seen some other ladders back in this, you know, forbidden zone. Forbidden zone! Forbidden zone of Lowe's. So I thought, well, maybe there's a chance it's back there somewhere. But they wouldn't let me go back and look. All he would say is, oh, yeah, it ain't back there. How do you know? You haven't even looked at the one I'm talking about yet, you... So I went up front. I stood in line for a while at the pro counter. I said, all right, look, here's what I'm looking for. Your website says you have 10. I would like you to look it up on your computer to see if it also says you have 10. She hem and haws a little bit. Then she looks it up and says, oh, yeah, it shows we have 10. I'm like, okay, where are they? She didn't know. She called a supervisor. He didn't know. And all they could say is, well, we must not have them. Not buying it. I think they got put somewhere else, and they just didn't really want to bother looking for it. Then I went over to see what Home Depot has, and around the size I need, and for a decent price, they're out as well. Menards was out, as I said earlier, of the size I needed. I checked online, and it said, we can have it to you shipped to the store by 6/22/22, June of next year. Yeah, that's not that soon. So this must be another thing in short supply. Ladders in short supply. Oh! So, after I decided just to leave it, came back home, had some dinner with the family, then decided, all right, what I think I'm going to do is you can order online and then say, I'm going to come by the store and pick it up. Since it still claims there are 10, and I believe I tried checking other stores, and anytime I check anything else, it would just keep saying, well, there's 10 in Cheyenne. I know, we've tried this. So anyway, finally, I decided, let me just try to order it online. Because if they are there, then this forces somebody to go look for it. Since I looked over their entire store except for the Forbidden Zone. Maybe that's where it is. So I ordered online. I've already paid for it. Got an email and a text from Lowe's saying, oh yeah, we've received your order and we will text you and email you when it's ready for pickup. Okay, it's now 8 o'clock at night here on Saturday night. Ordered this about 2 hours ago. Haven't gotten any other response yet. I figure if I don't hear by noon tomorrow, I'm going to have to call them and say, what's up? But I thought this might be a way to try to get it still. If I can't, well then, I punt, and we've got to start over. So that's the ladder story. Also, on another note, I had showed when I bought all those outlets, this is just the basic one. The one that's going to be the first one coming out of the inverter. So this is just your basic GFCI outlet, nothing fancy about it. GFCI outlets have 2 sets of connectors. And somebody did put in the comments, you know, hey, you can't put a whole string of those GFCI outlets together or they're not going to work. He said, yeah, I tried that and I had no power. So I did some research this morning and I've been looking into it all, and I watched a couple of videos from electricians and did find out the secret. Yes, you can run a bunch of GFCI outlets in sequence, but you do not connect. So you run the main line coming in down here, okay? Then from there, you do not come out of where it says load to go to the other outlets if the other outlets are GFCI. If you're running other plain outlets that are not GFCI, yes, then you run out of this one, this end of the GFCI outlet, where your wires continue from there. But if you're going to another GFCI outlet, you do not do that, or then none of them are going to work. Or that they can, or they for a while, and maybe if one goes off in the middle, then all the rest of them are going to go out. So I watched a video all about that from an electrician, by the way. And he shows where you have these little 2 notches here for each screw. So you have one there and one there. So you can put a line coming in and a line coming back out on the same pole. That's how you wire GFCI outlets all together. You just run them all into the same connection, the 2 notches. Line coming in, line coming out to the next one. Now, if I'm going to add like a light switch, which I am going to do, and a light, then those can come out of the one that says load, because the light switch is not a GFCI. So yeah, I'll want to run it out of the top of one of those. So there's going to be 2 spots where I'll do that. So believe me, I've looked it all up. Thank you for that, making that suggestion, or I would have wired it wrong. I would have assumed I needed to go out from this one to the next GFCI, and I would have run into the same problem you did. Whoever commented, I forgot your name, sorry about that. But thank you, you saved me from making a huge mistake. Okay, so now we're finally getting back to the interior box, interior walls. I was hoping to have this done this afternoon, but I was on that frickin' ladder quest all day. Anyway, so I have my information of what I need. Gotta cut 3 30-inch boards to support the closet area. I measured where I need to put in some boards, they're going to be like, you know, the 1-inch kind of pine, nice boards so I can paint. They're going to surround the door for the closet. And then also I'm going to put that masonite on the back wall, because that's the cheap stuff, for inside the closet for the interior wall. And then I've got a couple of other boards I'm going to measure out and cut so I can get those painted, that are going to be surrounding the nightstand area upstairs. So those need to be the nicer boards, as well as the ones surrounding the closet area. I'm going to go cut everything now and then bring it up and see where I'm at. So yeah, I got really slowed down today because of the whole ladder situation, but started framing out the closet for the upstairs right there. There's the board that's going to be put in front. It's that high because the mattress is 12 inches deep. And then it rises up a couple inches for the height of my nightstand area, which will be right there. That's why that board is a nicer board that'll be painted. The masonite board is there inside what will be the closet area. It doesn't have to be as nice a board, just has to give me an interior wall so I have something to push the insulation against between that and the outside wall. You can see the rest of the inside wall there that I put on the other night. There's the vinyl going across. Put that board up there to pinch against it so that board can push into it. There'll be a framing board that's painted for that side of the closet. There'll be one up there. On this side, I'm going to go measure and paint those now. But you can see now with the vinyl across there and around the corner. And then I put that other piece of vinyl, which was the vinyl button part that was underneath the upper bunk. So that fills in that last area there on the driver's side. So it gives us a whole nice plush look there. Those boards will be painted. They'll be painted. And we'll have a door right there. I've measured for that. Got to create the door, and I'll use that paneling board that I'm also going to put up there. Hope to have that done tonight, but I got so slowed down because of the whole ladder thing today that I think this is where we're going to stop, at least as far as the video goes, so I can keep editing this down and get something to post to YouTube, and I'll probably keep working a little bit later, but there's where we're at. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to work a little bit more, but I need to start editing the video down because it takes me, you know, 2 hours, sometimes more, to edit these things down and upload them. It's sometimes up to 3 hours. So I would like to go to bed sometime tonight. It's already 1:17 a.m. So there's where we're at for Saturday night. Okay, I do want to throw a big shout out to Anna. Anna, thank you. Anna sent Rusty a huge bag of bacon strips, you know, kind of as a mystery gift there through Amazon. Showed up the other day, and I opened it up. I'm like, oh, Rusty, you're going to be a happy dog. This is what it was. So Anna, thanks so much for that. You've made a very happy dog, and this is the thick cut. It's like, you know, steak for a dog, man. If only I could be so lucky, huh? I tell you. So Anna, thank you so much for that gift. We really appreciate that. Rusty will be a very, very happy dog. All right, so that's kind of where I'm stopping tonight as far as the video goes. I'm going to still work a little. I've got to get this painted. It's going to be really cold tomorrow. We're under a high wind warning. We're supposed to have winds between 35 and 45 miles per hour, starting within, you know, the next hour or so through 11 a.m. tomorrow, and gusts over 70 miles an hour. Hello! So, should have another video for you late Sunday night, early Monday morning, as we continue to do all this. And I should have those painted boards up there by then, and can put those in place so you can really see how the upper deck is going to be all, you know, now we've got the vinyl up there, and with the painted boards and everything, you'll get a much better idea of how that closet and nightstand area are going to look. Well, thanks for tuning in for that one. Yeah, I know that was a big explanation about the ladder situation, but boy, did that hack me off. Anyway, we'll see what happens tomorrow, since still haven't gotten anything back from them tonight, and they're closed now, right? Yeah. Well, working on still getting all the inside stuff done upstairs and the upper deck and the upper stairs. That's kind of fun. I have an upstairs in my truck, believe it or not. Yeah. So, pretty exciting. Thanks for tuning in. As always, please subscribe. Please like and comment if you would like to. Get to your comments usually within 24 hours while doing this project, sometimes even faster. And don't forget about Clutch Trucker on Instagram, Clutch Trucker on Twitter. Last thing I posted there was our Thanksgiving pictures. The silly ones on Instagram, the fun one, or the regular ones on Twitter. All right, we'll put up some other new stuff in the next few days as well. As always, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. Clutch and Rusty. Out. Do you know what they call a quarter pounder with cheese in France? No, I don't know. Vincent, what do they call it? A Royale with cheese. And why do you think they call it that? Because of the metric system? Well, look at the big brains on Brad. All right, Rusty, you're upstairs. Here's your begging strip, and there it goes. Go get it. There. Yes, there he goes. Where are you going to eat it? Right there? Okay. Oh, yes, happy dog. Got to get you used to the upper deck of the truck here, right, Rusty? Yeah. If you'll feel comfortable eating a begging strip up there, then maybe that'll make everything okay. And don't worry, everybody, I will bring him down so he doesn't have to try to kill himself going down the stairs again. Alright, did you get it all? Think you got it, Rusty. Yay! You gonna try to hop over the wall?